It's been anything but a consistent season so far for Liverpool, but things are starting to get a bit better as players who have been sidelined for the majority of the season are starting to make a comeback. In today's video, we're going to provide you with an injury state of play, plus discuss some massive Mo Salah news, whilst also taking a look at reports claiming what is going to happen to Arthur Melo come the end of his loan at Liverpool. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. After 2,699 days as manager of Liverpool Football Club, Jurgen Klopp is now the fourth longest serving manager in Premier League history. The German arrived at Anfield on October 8th, 2015, and has since overseen 417 games, with 6 major honours added to the trophy cabinet in that time. Klopp is now behind only David Moyes at Everton on 4,096 days, Alex Ferguson at Manchester United on 7,640 days, and Arsene Wenger at Arsenal on 7,894 days. With his current contract running until 2026, at its conclusion, Klopp will have been in charge for 3,918 days, meaning he would not move further up the list. To do so, he would need to remain in the hot seat at Anfield until Boxing Day 2026, only then he would surpass Moyes' tenure at Goodison Park. It's not beyond realms of possibility though, only time will tell on that front. The manager has been vocal about his future, saying previously that he can't see himself still being a manager beyond the age of 70. He is currently 55, so there's plenty of years left in him yet. In addition to becoming the fourth longest serving manager in Premier League history, Klopp is also currently the third longest serving manager in English football. Rami Abbas Issa, the agent of Mo Salah, says a transfer rumour circulating about the Egyptian on Monday is nonsense. With 19 goals to his name in 35 appearances, Salah is Liverpool's top goal scorer in a season which we have failed to reach the levels under previous campaigns under Jurgen Klopp. Saturday's 0-0 draw at Crystal Palace leaves the club 7th in the league table, 9 points behind 4th place Tottenham, with serious doubts as to whether we will be able to qualify for next season's Champions League. A recent story via Spanish football news outlet has suggested that Salah would be prepared to leave Liverpool should they fail to achieve a top 4 finish. And unsurprisingly, in a tweet on Monday morning, Salah's agent called out the rumour as nonsense. He tweeted, "Nonsense, this was not discussed or thought about, not qualifying for the Champions League hasn't even crossed our minds." Salah of course put pen to paper on a new long-term Liverpool contract last summer, after months of uncertainty as to whether Liverpool would be prepared to hand him a deal that would see him become the club's highest paid player in history. Despite Liverpool's poor form this season, Salah is still a crucial player for the club, and his role in the team will not be impacted by the changes set to be made in other areas of the squad coming this summer. After signing his contract last year, Salah made clear his intentions to stay with the Reds for as long as possible, with Jurgen Klopp claiming he feels the 30-year-old's best years are yet to come at Anfield. Liverpool struggled this season, and so too has Salah, but there is no way he would jump ship should we fail to secure a place in next year's Champions League. Arthur Melo has racked up more minutes for Liverpool's academy than the first team, and his recent 90 minutes outing revealed an awful lot of a character. The 26-year-old's loan move has not panned out as hoped, with only 13 minutes under Jurgen Klopp thanks to a long-term thigh injury that has only recently seen him return. The Brazilian has been back training with the first team since February 9th, but on Sunday played 90 minutes in the under-21's 7-1 smashing of Leicester City, his first matchday squad appearance at all levels since October. Arthur's presence was welcomed by the under-21's manager, Barry Lutus, who commended the midfielder for his humility and the valuable lessons it offered the club's youngsters. Lutus said, "It's brilliant, really, we know Saturday he was going to play. If we can help, I think it's a compliment to the way we play that we can give some senior players an opportunity as well as some of the younger ones. He really adds something to us because he's got a lot of quality, and you could see that today when we were playing through Leicester. Arthur played a big part in that. It's great for our lads to see someone of that level working his way back to fitness and is willing to come down and play. I think it shows unbelievable humility, it shows someone who is desperate to get back fit, get playing and find a rhythm because he wants to try and play. I think it reveals an awful lot of character. Prior to his injury in October, Arthur twice featured for the club's under-21s as he sought to get up to speed following his move, and his third appearance takes his total minutes to 243. With Arthur ready to go again for the first team, there has been reports talking about his future, and Corriere dello Sport have claimed Liverpool will not sign Arthur on a permanent deal in the summer, with the Brazilian apparently wanted by Palmeiras and Grêmio back in Brazil. A total of 23 players have been sidelined by injury this season, and 6 are currently in the treatment room, but what is the latest on their returns? Jurgen Klopp has welcomed back Diogo Jota, Roberto Firmino and Arthur from injury in recent weeks, but at the same time has seen 4 other players hit the sidelines. It's a cycle which Liverpool have found hard to break this season. Only 6 members of the senior squad have failed to miss a game due to fitness issue. With 5 games over an 18-day period now on the horizon, here's what Liverpool's injury list looks like. Darwin Núñez, shoulder. Darwin Núñez sustained his shoulder injury at Newcastle, and while he did play against Real Madrid thanks to an injection, another knock ruled him out against Palace. With no structural damage, the hope is that the pain will ease and Núñez can make a swift return, but having not been able to move his arm at all, there is no guarantee. However, it is claimed he should be back for the game against Manchester United this weekend. Konaté, hamstring. The Frenchman was handed an initial 3 to 4 week timeline for his hamstring injury, and he's almost surpassed the latter, but thankfully he is now back into training. Konaté should be back in the squad for early March. Thiago, hip. Earlier this month, Klopp admitted Thiago would be out for a little while with a hip problem, with an initial timeline of 4 weeks widely speculated. The Liverpool Echo did report not long after that some members of staff were hopeful that the Spaniard will not be sidelined for as long as those initial reports. It could see the number 6 back into contention before the international break, which is mid-March. Luis Diaz, knee. Luis Diaz continues to make positive steps forward on his comeback, training regularly on the outdoor pitches at Kirkby, but he is yet to return to full training. The hope is that he will at least be in contention for the away leg against Real Madrid on March 15th, and that timeline still looks within reach, but he will only be back in the starting 11 after the international break. Joe Gomez, hamstring. The latest player to succumb to a hamstring injury, Joe Gomez, was withdrawn during the defeat to Real Madrid and faces a period on the sidelines for the first time this season. He has been named in 35 of the 36 matchday squads this season, but now faces at least a few weeks on the sidelines, with a return most likely after the March international break. Calvin Ramsey, knee. It's not been a great debut season for Calvin Ramsey, with a back injury keeping him sidelines for 4.5 months and now a serious knee issue. The young right-back underwent surgery in mid-February, and the manager has all but ruled out a return this season, with focus rightly turned towards being ready for the 2023-2024 campaign. Liverpool fans, what have you made of Mo Salah this season? And would you like to see the club sign Arthur permanently? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.